Of course, the awesomeness of Google is the power of collaboration, and this applies to Google Calendars too. We can share our calendars with our colleagues, family, and even our friends. So let's start by sharing our calendar. So remember, the arrows mean more. So next to our calendar, we have an arrow, and so if you select that, you have several options. First, you can change the calendar color, so you're definitely going to want different colors for each of your calendars. So once you start layering those calendars on top of each other, you can tell which events belong to each calendar. You can also trash a calendar. You can change your calendar settings from this option. You can even create an event on this calendar. Remember in the previous tutorial, I said there are multiple ways to create events. Here's another. But this time I want to share the calendar. So I can decide if I want to make this calendar totally public. From here, I can see who I have already shared my calendars with. And then I can also add an email address of somebody that I wanted to share my calendar with. And I've already done that, so I'm not going to go through that again, but that's what you would just need to do. And then you have permission settings. So this is important. You need to determine what level of permissions you want to give the people that you're sharing your calendar with. Do you just want them to see all the event details? Do you want them to be able to make changes? So determine that, and then you're going to press save. From there, we also can create new calendars. So from my calendars, you can select the arrow and you can create a new calendar. And this calendar can be created for family. Maybe you want to create a calendar that all of your family members could share, and you would share those with the different members of your family. Maybe you would want to create a personal calendar, whatever that may be. And I already actually did that, but notice that both of these calendars, my family and my school calendar, are the same color. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to edit that. I'm going to make my family calendar an orange color. And then I'm going to want to create a family dinner event. So I'm going to go to Friday night at 5 p.m. and I'll say family dinner. And now I'll get to determine what calendar I want to add that to. And that will determine who would see that depending on which calendar is shared with who. So I'm going to select family and I'm going to create that. Now, Google automatically defaulted that to an hour event, but my family dinners tend to last longer. And so I can easily just drag this down, and let's say my family dinner is going to last for a couple of hours. So that's another way to quickly change the time and the length of different appointments. You can also change if that family dinner got altered. You can quit to Thursday night. You can easily just switch that on over to Thursday night. Okay, so I have several calendars, and here I have a calendar from school, and I can layer that calendar on. So now this calendar looks very busy with my school calendar and my personal calendar. And so this looks very busy, but it would allow me to determine how I could schedule a meeting with somebody. So if I wanted to find a convenient time that I would be able to schedule a meeting with somebody, I would layer the calendars on each other, and I would find a time that everybody was available. So this 9 a.m. time on Thursday looks good. So I could schedule my event. We will title that event meeting. And I will say this event's just going to last an hour, and I will add my guest and make that public. And Save that, and I'm going to send that person an invitation. So that would be how you would make sure that both people were invited, and it would be visible to everybody. So I hope this helps, and I wish you happy planning.